If you were given a chance to time travel, which era would you most like to go to? Is it the prosperous and dreamlike Tang dynasty, where one can feel the unparalleled elegance of the clouds resemble clothes and the flowers resemble face? Or in the future when technology is highly developed, will we witness the stunning scenes of interstellar travel? But what I want most is to travel back to prehistoric Earth, to uncover the mysterious veil that has been covered by the dust of time. In our imagination, the prehistoric Earth is full of fantasy. That was a world dominated by dinosaurs. Giant sauropod dinosaurs dragged their huge bodies and slowly paced across the vast land. The Tyrannosaurus Rex opened its bloody mouth, revealing its sharp fangs, showing the majesty of the land overlord. In the sky, pterosaurs spread their huge wings, like small airplanes, flying freely in the air currents. In the ocean, giant marine creatures such as plesiosaurs and ichthyosaurs shuttle among the seaweed. Their shadows appear and disappear in the refraction of sunlight, which makes people marvel at the wonder and diversity of life. Einstein's theory of relativity opened the door to the theory of time travel. The special theory of relativity states that time and space are interrelated and that speed affects the passage of time. When an object moves at a speed close to the speed of light, the time it experiences slows down. This is the famous time dilation effect. For example, suppose there is a pair of twins, the older brother travels in space on a spaceship, traveling at nearly the speed of light, while the younger brother stays on Earth. When the elder brother returns to Earth, he will find that he is much younger than his younger brother because the passage of time has slowed down for his elder brother, as the spacecraft was flying at high speed. In addition to the time dilation effect and relativity, the concepts of wormholes and closed time-like curves also add more possibilities for time travel. A wormhole is a hypothetical channel connecting two different spacetime regions in the universe. In theory, a wormhole could be a shortcut that allows us to instantly travel across vast distances in time and space. Just like making a hole in a piece of paper, the points originally at both ends of the paper can be quickly connected through this hole. If wormholes really exist and we can find stable wormholes, then time travel through wormholes may not be impossible. For this trip to prehistoric Earth, I built a super cool time machine. The working principle of this time machine is based on quantum entanglement and superstring theory. In short, by manipulating quantum entanglement, the time machine can establish a special connection between different time dimensions, just like weaving an invisible bridge in space and time. Superstring theory provides energy support for time machines to travel through time and space by converting energy into specific string vibration patterns. The time machine can break through the limitations of time and space and achieve instant travel. Everything is ready. I take a deep breath and slowly walk into the time machine. After sitting in the cockpit, I fastened my seat belt and placed my hands lightly on the joystick. My heart beat faster involuntarily. I felt nervous and excited, as if I was about to embark on a life-changing adventure. I pressed the start button, and instantly the machine emitted a low and powerful roar, as if a long-sleeping beast was awakened. The energy collection device began to rotate rapidly, emitting a dazzling light. The surrounding air seemed to be disturbed by this powerful energy, causing ripples. The data on the holographic screen began to jump wildly, and various complex symbols and images flashed continuously, showing a series of complex calculations being performed by the time machine. In this process, I can feel that the passage of time has become extremely strange. It is no longer the smooth and slow flow in our daily life, but it is like a turbulent river, rushing past violently. As the time machine went faster and faster, I seemed to hear the whistling of time and space. It was the sound of time and space being torn apart and reassembled, which made people feel both terrified and in awe. Finally, after a burst of strong light and huge energy fluctuations, the time machine gradually stabilized and everything around it slowly returned to calm. I know that I have successfully traveled to prehistoric Earth. When the hatch of the time machine slowly opened, a moist and vibrant breath hit me in the face, and I seemed to have stepped into a whole new world, a world forgotten by time. The scene before my eyes is breathtakingly beautiful. The vast expanse of primeval forest stretches to the horizon, blending with the blue sky and white clouds, like an endless green painting. The towering ferns are the protagonists of this forest. They are sturdy and tall, some even taller than modern skyscrapers. The huge leaves are stacked layer by layer, like giant green umbrellas, covering the sky and blocking the sun. These ferns have different shapes. Some have feather-like leaves with fine serrations on the edges, others are like huge palms, stretching out in all directions. In the sunlight, the water droplets on the leaves sparkle with crystal light, as if countless pearls are inlaid on green satin. A rushing river meanders through the forest. The water is so clear that you can see the sand and rocks at the bottom and the swimming fish. Under the sunlight, the river water sparkles with ripples, like a silver ribbon winding and dancing on the earth. There are dense aquatic plants on both sides of the river, which sway gently with the rhythm of the water flow, like a group of green dancers dancing happily. In the distance, the mountains are undulating and shrouded in clouds and mist. The peaks are looming in the clouds and mist, as if they are sacred mountains in fairyland. The mountain is covered with thick vegetation, forming green terraces from the foot to the top. Each layer has different plant species, showing the rich layering and diversity of nature. As I was walking cautiously in the forest, suddenly, there was a violent vibration in front of me, and the earth seemed to be shaking. My heart suddenly tightened and a strong sense of uneasiness surged in my heart. I slowly raised my head and saw a huge Tyrannosaurus Rex appear in front of me. Its huge body is like a small mountain, more than 6 meters tall and over 12 meters long. Its strong limbs are like huge stone pillars, firmly supporting its heavy body. The Tyrannosaurus Rex has a huge and broad head, and its mouth is full of sharp teeth. These teeth are serrated and extremely sharp, as if they can easily tear the body of any prey. Its eyes are big and round, emitting a fierce light, as if it can see through everything that happens around it. At this moment, the Tyrannosaurus Rex was staring at a Triceratops not far away. The strong predatory desire revealed in its eyes was chilling. It slightly arched its body, with its muscles tense, and all the strength in its body seemed to be concentrated in an instant. Suddenly, it let out a deafening roar and pounced on the Triceratops. This pounce brought with it a powerful impact, causing the surrounding air to fluctuate violently. The Triceratops also sensed the danger, and immediately took a defensive stance, turning its huge head towards the Tyrannosaurus Rex, with its 3 long horns pointing straight at the opponent, and its hard neck shield standing upright, like a solid shield. The Tyrannosaurus Rex would not be easily scared off by the Triceratops' defense. With its agile speed and powerful strength, it quickly moved around the Triceratops' side, looking for an opportunity to attack. The Triceratops kept turning its body and using its horns to fend off the attacks of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The two sides fought back and forth, launching a fierce life-and-death struggle. Every attack of the Tyrannosaurus Rex was deadly. It tore the body of the Triceratops with its sharp claws and bit the neck and back of the Triceratops with its huge mouth. The Triceratops was not to be outdone, it used its horns to but the Tyrannosaurus Rex fiercely, and each but made the Tyrannosaurus Rex's body tremble slightly. In this battle, I could feel the strong desire for survival and fighting spirit emanating from them. This was a contest between real strong men, which made me deeply appreciate the cruel law of survival of the fittest in the prehistoric world. After bidding farewell to the fierce battlefield, I continued to move forward and came to a vast grassland. Here, I saw a group of Diplodocus foraging leisurely. Their appearance seemed to make me see another scene of the prehistoric world. Diplodocus has an extremely large body, with a body length of up to 27 meters or even longer, making it one of the longest animals ever to appear on Earth. Their necks are thin and long, about 7 meters long, and are made up of more than a dozen cervical vertebrae, like a long snake winding in the air. When they raise their heads, their necks can easily reach trees more than 10 meters high and pick fresh leaves. The tail of Diplodocus was also very long, exceeding half of its body length. It was composed of at least dozens of caudal vertebrae. The end of the tail was as thin as a finger, like a long whip dragging behind it. Its limbs are strong and powerful, supporting the whole body like huge pillars. There are 4 toes on each foot. The fingers of the forelimbs have long and sharp claws, and the 3 inner toes of the hind limbs also have claws. These Diplodocus are gentle in nature. They stroll slowly on the grassland, eating leaves as they walk. Their movements are slow and graceful, as if time has slowed down for them. The teeth of Diplodocus grow on the front edge of its mouth. They are shaped like nails. There are only a dozen of them on each side. These tiny teeth are suitable for tearing leaves, but not for chewing. So when they eat, they usually swallow the leaves directly, and then rely on the gastroliths in their stomachs to grind the food and help digestion. While eating, Diplodocus would occasionally raise its head, and vigilantly observe the movements around it. Once it detects danger, it would quickly swing its tail to sound the alarm, and at the same time use its strong limbs to run quickly to escape from danger. Their tails are not only a powerful weapon for defending against enemies, but also help them maintain their body balance. When they run fast, their tails act like a stabilizer, allowing them to turn and dodge flexibly. Looking at these huge and gentle Diplodocus, I can't help but marvel at the magic of nature. They survive in their own unique way, on this prehistoric land, and constitute an indispensable part of the prehistoric ecosystem. In order to explore the mysteries of the prehistoric ocean, I put on a special diving suit, brought advanced underwater detection equipment, and slowly dived into the prehistoric ocean. As soon as I entered the ocean, I felt like I had entered a whole new world, full of all kinds of strange creatures, which were dazzling. The first thing that catches your eye is the Anomalocaris, the top predator in the Cambrian oceans. Anomalocaris was huge, with some species reaching up to 1 meter in length. Its body was streamlined, with a pair of long paddle-like appendages on both sides, which not only helped it swim quickly in the water, but also could be used to catch prey. Anomalocaris has a pair of huge chelicerae at the front of its head. These chelicerae are covered with sharp spines, like 2 sharp pliers that can easily grab and tear prey. Its eyes are large and its vision is very good, which enables it to keenly detect the movements of prey in the dark ocean. When it finds its prey, it will quickly extend its chelicerae, grab the prey tightly, and then bite it to pieces with its powerful mouth. The appearance of Anomalocaris made me feel the fierce competition for survival in the prehistoric ocean. With its powerful predation ability, it occupied an important position in the Cambrian Ocean. Continuing to go deeper into the seabed, I saw trilobites crawling slowly on the seabed. Trilobite is an ancient arthropod whose body is divided into 3 parts: head, thorax, and tail. Each part is composed of several segments, just like 3 leaves connected together, hence the name trilobite. There are many types of trilobites with different shapes. Some have flat bodies, some are spherical, and some have various strange decorations. Their backs are covered with hard shells with exquisite patterns and designs, which not only protect their bodies but also help them crawl and dig on the seabed. Trilobites are one of the most representative creatures in the Cambrian Ocean. They lived in the ocean for hundreds of millions of years and witnessed the evolution of life on Earth. The climate of prehistoric Earth was completely different from the era we live in now. At that time, the Earth was like a large, warm and humid greenhouse. During the Mesozoic era when dinosaurs lived, the global average temperature was much higher than it is now. There were almost no glaciers in the polar regions, and the sea level was much higher than it is now. The annual average temperature in the equatorial region may exceed 30 degrees Celsius, while in the high-latitude areas, the temperature is also relatively warm, and even in winter, it will not be as cold as it is now. Such warm climate conditions provide an extremely favorable environment for the survival and reproduction of organisms. The warm climate allows plants to grow luxuriantly, and large areas of tropical rainforests, coniferous forests and ferns are spread all over the world. These plants absorbed carbon dioxide through photosynthesis and released a large amount of oxygen, making the oxygen content in the atmosphere higher than it is now. Scientists speculate that during the Carboniferous period, the oxygen content in the atmosphere may have been as high as 35%, while the current oxygen content in the atmosphere is about 21%. An environment with high oxygen content makes it possible for organisms to grow in size, which is why many giant organisms appeared in prehistoric times, such as giant dinosaurs and giant dragonflies with a wingspan of more than 1 meter. In addition to being warm, the climate of prehistoric Earth was also very humid and had abundant rainfall. Heavy rainfall has resulted in rivers, lakes and swamps all over the land. These bodies of water not only provide abundant water resources for organisms, but also serve as habitats for many organisms. In some areas, there were even torrential rains that lasted for millions of years. For example, in the late Triassic period, the Earth experienced a 2-million-year-long superrainfall event, known as the Carnian flood event. Long-term rainfall caused the sea level to rise, many lands were submerged, and the ecosystem underwent tremendous changes, but it also created conditions for the rise of creatures such as dinosaurs. Time paradox is one of the most worrying problems in time travel. The most famous of these is the grandfather paradox. If I go back in time and kill my grandfather before he meets my grandmother, then my father will not be born and I will naturally not exist. But if I don't exist, who went back to the past and killed my grandfather? This forms a logical dead loop, which puts time travel in a dilemma. Before traveling through time, I was well aware of the existence of these risks, but my strong curiosity and desire to explore the prehistoric Earth made me decide to embark on this dangerous journey. I understand that every time travel is like a gamble. I must act cautiously and try to avoid risks that may bring disasters. Only in this way can I ensure the safety of myself and the entire space-time order, while exploring the prehistoric Earth. As time went by, I knew that my adventure in prehistoric Earth was coming to an end, and I was filled with reluctance. With mixed feelings, I slowly walked into the time machine. Sitting in the cockpit, I looked back at this prehistoric Earth, full of mystery and charm, feeling reluctant to leave. Everything here has left a deep impression on me, and this experience will become the most precious wealth in my life. I took a deep breath and pressed the start button. The time machine emitted a familiar roar, and the energy collection device began to rotate rapidly. The surrounding space was distorted again, and the colors intertwined and changed wildly. I stared at the holographic screen, watching the time readings change. As the time machine went faster and faster, I seemed to hear the whistling of time and space again. It was the sound of time and space being torn apart and reassembled, which made me feel both terrified and in awe. This time travel made me think more deeply about time and life. Time is a mysterious and powerful force. It passes by mercilessly, taking away countless lives and stories, but it also gives birth to new life and hope. Life seems so small and fragile in the long river of time, but also so tenacious and great. The creatures on prehistoric Earth have experienced countless ups and downs on this land. Their survival and reproduction have been affected by time and environment. As latecomers on Earth, we humans should cherish time, respect life, and protect our home Earth on which we depend for survival. With a burst of strong light and huge energy fluctuations, the time machine gradually stabilized, and everything around slowly returned to calm. I knew that I had successfully returned to the modern era. When the hatch of the time machine slowly opened, a familiar modern atmosphere came to my face. I stepped out of the hatch, but my heart was still immersed in the world of prehistoric Earth. This wonderful time journey will be forever engraved in my heart, inspiring me to continue exploring the unknown world, and pursuing the true meaning of life.